Hey everyone, it's Gamefruitpulp and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today we're going to be doing a couple things in one video. We're going to be showcasing a really awesome plugin as well as combining that with a sort of update announcement for my server, Uneasycraft. For those of you who don't know, Uneasycraft is a server that features quite a few things. It features a towny survival world, a creative plot building world, and of course my building Toronto world. So be sure to check it out if you are playing on the Java version of the game. And I'm on quite frequently, so you'll have a chance to play with me if you do check it out. In today's video, we're going to be showcasing a really cool plugin that we just added functionality to on the Uneasycraft server. And it's a plugin that allows you to drive all sorts of vehicles in Minecraft without any mods, without any texture packs, without anything other than your vanilla version of the game. This mod is by a creator we're going to call Polito. Pololito. I'm probably saying that name wrong, but I do my best. The plugin is available for 10 euros on Spigot, and it is definitely worth that price. It's a plugin that offers a ton of cool stuff, and we're going to be checking it out today. At first, we're going to fly through the spawn area of Uneasycraft to showcase everything that the plugin offers, and then we're going to do a little test of each of the vehicles in my town so you guys get an idea of what each of them is. The plugin is very configurable. It allows for prices to be set, colors of the vehicles to be changed, all sorts of stuff like that. Names of vehicles to be changed, really anything that you could wish for. It's available for you to set. You can set whether vehicles can be stolen or not, vehicles can be destroyed or not, vehicles can shoot or not shoot depending on certain types of special vehicles. So it's a really awesomely configured plugin, and they're always adding new stuff, and it's a plugin that I highly suggest. For the price of 10 euros, it really can't be beat on the market for plugins. So obviously here we're going to start at the back of the spawn. We got our cars, our racing cars, our sports bikes, our regular bikes, a tank, a drill, a raft, a train, a hover bike, a submarine, a tractor, a broom, we'll get to the brooms later, a helicopter, an airplane, and a parachute. So a lot of different options of vehicles. They're priced differently on the Uneasycraft server for based on what we thought was reasonable in our economy. And each of the commands are pretty straightforward on how to get them, but we'll talk about that when we get to the showcase of the actual vehicles. So we're going to be doing the showcase of the vehicles in my little town here. We're going to showcase all of them except for the train. The train's pretty straightforward. It's just a train that rides on rails. It looks like a cooler minecart. To get trains, you do /train shop. I'll show it again. And then here's your menu option, and then here's the prices of our 3 trains. Obviously, like I said, this is configurable, as well as the name of the train and the description of the train. Everything about this plugin is configurable, which is what makes it really awesome. We're going to start out with the least interesting thing, the rafts. Rafts are basically a cool-looking boat. You can drive them around, and I believe they have an inventory. You right-click, yes they do. They have a trunk. You right-click to access vehicle trunks. Every vehicle has a trunk. Some of them are more functional than others. This is basically all there is to the rafts. Get some good speed. Obviously, to get to them, you do raft shop, and there's the menu for the raft shop. And that's really all that rafts have to offer. Not the most interesting of the vehicles, but still, I'm of the opinion that anything added to the game is not going to be a negative factor, and I think that is for sure. Giving you cooler boats is not something that's negative. Hopping into the next thing. It's going to be the submarine shot. The submarine is a really cool thing because it gives you the ability to obviously be a submarine underwater, but it also provides you with water breathing as well as night vision. Obviously, the night vision is not as effective right now because of my shaders, but a really cool feature that allows you to make some sort of underground cave or underground layer and access it with your submarine in a way that you might not be able to if you're maybe just swimming down. Maybe you'll run out of breath in a deep ocean or something. So a really cool feature. This vehicle also offers this, which I just found out right now. I don't know how I did that, to be completely honest. I didn't know what that feature was. So there you go. You're always learning new things with this feature. I was trying to access the vehicle inventory, but I guess there isn't one with this one. It uses fuel, so some of these vehicles use fuel and some of them don't. I'm not sure what that night vision thing is, but I'm a fan. Looks kind of cool. And that's really that. The vehicle stays where you leave it. If you disconnect from it in the middle of the water, it'll float there and stay there. So you can use it also to make some pretty cool sort of like airports or not airports, like marinas and stuff like that with them. So it's definitely a cool feature. Next, we'll take a look at the broom. The broom is the least realistic of all the things. It's available here at broom/broom shop, and it's basically just letting you be Harry Potter. And the only downside with the broom, as I just demonstrated, is if you crash it into the water, you lose the, like, you fall off the broom, which makes sense. If you're trying to fly a broom like Harry Potter, you go into the water, you're going to lose your broom. But we'll get a little bit of height here, and I will show you how you can be zoom in. Really, really quick, quick tool that you can use, obviously, to fly around places quickly. That's really all there is to the broom. Pretty straightforward. Cool little feature. Let me tell this person I'm recording. So yeah, that's the broom. Another cool feature. Next we'll go into, we'll try and break it up a bit. We'll talk about the bike. So here's the bike. It's a motorcycle. The sound effects are also customizable. The next four things we're going to talk about are just sort of your standard vehicles. Motorcycles give you a one jump ability if you hit the space bar, which is cool. They use gas. They have a trunk. So right click to get your trunk. If you want to get your gas, you shift left click, and then you can refuel it using coal or other fuel sources, depending on how the plugin is configured. That's the motorcycle, or that's the bike, which is a motorcycle. You get that doing bike shop. And there's bike shop right there. Next, the sports bike. It's basically the same as the motorcycle, just a lot quicker. Also gives you the one jump ability, gives you the right clicking ability, and they look a little bit cooler than the motorcycle. That's really all there is to that. To get that one, you do /sports bike, sport bike. There you go, and there's the menu. Cars, same thing. You have a sort of more standard version, and then a more race car-y version. We don't need to really drive these around. You can see what they're all about. We just saw on the bike. But there's a car. Again, they come in 3 different types. There's your car shop, and then your sports car, or your racing cars, which look a lot cooler. They look more defined, more angles. They're quicker, and that's your racing car. The next one up is the hover bike. Hover bike is really cool. It's probably one of the most powerful vehicles because it lets you go over 1 block gaps. So you can basically just fly around super quick with this thing. Just zoom around wherever you want to go and get there in record time. So definitely a cool tool, the advanced hover bike. And to get that, you do hover bike shop. And there you go, there's that. And now we're going to go into the interactive ones. There's 4 vehicles remaining that I haven't showcased, and they're all interactive and offer unique things. The first one we'll talk about is the helicopter. So the helicopter is, obviously it flies, which is awesome. It looks like a helicopter. It has propellers, but it also shoots fire charges, depending on how the plugin is configured, if your server that you're playing on allows you to do it. So in our server we do. It shoots fire charges. You got to be careful if you're flying too fast. You'll shoot yourself with them. But you can see it shoots fire charges, and then it blows up and does some damage, and the damage is configurable. On the EasyCraft server, you don't need to worry about the damage because it will regenerate. But it's obviously a really cool feature. You can use this to sort of have, if you're on a towny server, you can have a war with another town without there being any long-lasting damage. So that's really cool. And you can also use it. It does some player damage as well, or mob damage if you shoot it at somebody. Not as much as you would expect, but that's probably configurable as well, and I just haven't configured it properly. So that's really all there is to the helicopter. Definitely a really cool thing. Like, this is, I've been using this plugin for a while, so I'm sort of taking for granted how cool these things are. Like, we're using vehicles in Minecraft, and that's something that's really, really awesome. And then here's the helicopter shop, same as everything else. Moving on, we have a tractor. The tractor is cool because, as you can see, when you're driving over finished farmland, it harvests it and replants for you. And then what you can do is when you're done, we'll harvest a little bit here, and then we'll sort of stop up. There we go. Just doing a little bit of harvesting, driving my John Deere tractor. And then when you're done, you right click, and then there you go. It's all in the vehicle trunk. So really, really cool feature. And then you can move this as well. If you, it's also a way to sort of store stuff. Like if you, when you right click it, see it, you can close the vehicle and put it in your inventory, and that stuff will stay in the trunk, which is quite cool. Tractors are probably my favorite vehicle, and they're the newest. They were just recently added to the plugin, and they are definitely a welcome addition. Next is the tank. Tank is pretty straightforward. It's tank, drives around like a tank, and you can shoot things out of it. It shoots fire charges, and they do the same damage like a helicopter would do. Definitely a cool feature. And again, you can do, if you want to do some ground war with somebody, you can do that with the tank, which is quite cool. Tank shop, get a good idea. Again, there's 3 types of tanks, fully customizable, like everything in this plugin, which is definitely a cool feature of that. One item I actually forgot, so we'll demonstrate it right now, is the parachute. Parachute functions somewhat like an elytra, where you will float down. You basically just right click it in the air, and then there you go. It's a little bit slower of a fall than the elytra. You can't sort of make a nosedive with it, but it's still a cool, definitely a cool feature. So that's the parachute, and then we got 2 more to showcase after that: the plane and the drill. Plane is really exciting, as is the drill. Actually, I like both of them. I think they're really cool features, and that's. It offers so much variety. It offers a little bit, this plugin, for everybody, which is one of the reasons why I thought it would be a good idea to showcase it. So that's the parachute. Hopping into the plane. The plane is controlled by where you look. So you line it up, say there's a runway. This is going to be kind of janky, but we'll see if it works. You basically look where you want it to go. So I usually fly the plane. That did not work. We're now in a hole. Alright, we'll try again. If we can't get this thing to take off, we will have to resort to a different location, but we will try again to get this plane to take off. There we go. Okay. So you look where we want to go. Once you're off the ground, the landing gear goes up, which is really sweet. And then you're flying in the plane. You want to level out, you look level. You want to go up, you look up. And you basically fly around. The cool thing about this is it's a bombing plane. So when you have TNT in your inventory, you right click, and then the bomb hatch opens and bombs away, as you can hear there. So something really cool. And you can see there I hit a zombie, and it did 9 damage with that hit on the zombie. So something you can use. Again, you want to carpet bomb your friends, or say you want to clear out a field of mobs that you got to go over. Something you can definitely do with the plane. Or you can just fly around and pretend you're in Top Gun, which is something that I like to do in this plane from time to time. Definitely a cool feature. And our last feature, we're going to head down to the caves for it. It is the drill. The drill is a really awesome tool, both because it looks cool, but also because it's super functional. If you want to clear out a cave, say you want to build a subway, or you just want to go mining, you want to go strip mining down by level 11 where you want to find your diamonds, you can do so with this, and it clears everything out for you. You build a cool little tunnel. It does a 3x3 tunnel for you, and it'll collect everything as we sort of go through here. It'll collect everything in the inventory of the vehicle. So you right click, and there you go, you see all the stuff we've collected. Same thing with this. You can pick it up and take it with you as you go, and it'll keep all the stuff in the inventory. And vehicles, all the vehicles other than the raft and the parachute run on fuel, so you got to refuel them. But that's really that. And there's the drill menu. All the menus are the same, like I said. And that's the vehicles plugin. A really awesome plugin. I want to sort of show you guys all the different vehicles that the plugin supplies and offers, because they're such a cool, unique, and highly variable plugin. Like, it offers so many different things. You can fly, you can use your tractor or your drill to be a more effective player at the game, or you can just drive around in your car and explore. And all of those things make the game more immersive, and that's what I'm all about in Minecraft, and that's why I wanted to share this with you guys. And so if you enjoyed the plugin, I encourage you, if you have your own server, to check it out. Links to the plugin are in the description down below. And if you're looking for a server to play on and you think this plugin is cool, then consider checking out an EasyCraft. IP to that is in the description down below. We offer a ton of stuff that you can do. So I hope to see you on the server. If you're new to the channel and you enjoyed, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell as well to receive notifications about when I upload a new video. When if you're a returning viewer, if you're a returning viewer and you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and share the channel with your friends so that we can continue to grow this community. Hopefully the next video that comes out on my channel will be a Building Toronto video with some progress, but there's been a little bit of progress, but nothing substantial enough to do a video on. So that is everything. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the plugin, and I will catch you guys all next time. Have a good one.